Welcome back to another episode of Football Pie's Premier League predictions. We've been away for a little while, but we are back now.
Yeah, a 2-week absence, which has seen me caught up quite handsomely in the tables between us two. But yeah, as we said, we are back, and let's get on with the prediction show.
Yes.
City have been really inconsistent lately, while Chelsea have been the opposite. With our inability to put games to bed and our leaky defence, I can see Chelsea exploiting this, especially with Hazard and Costa. For that reason, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say 2-0 to Chelsea.
I think this is going to be a really tight one. Antonio Conte hasn't had a test quite like this yet in the league, and I think City are going to rise to the challenge after what has been some pretty mediocre performances from them. Chelsea have won 7 games on the trot, but I think it's going to end here. It's going to be 1-1. After last weekend's shambolic loss at Swansea, Alan Pardew is in real danger of being shown the door at Selhurst Park. In true Pardew fashion though, I think he's going to pull the rabbit out of the hat here. Benteke to the rescue and 2-1 Palace.
Pardew must have to buy a lot of pants, because he seems to have a long-term case of the bad runs. Palace's defence is almost as leaky as Pardew's bum, and I think they'll be letting out even more runny shite this weekend. 2-0 Southampton.
Despite some fantastic performances at home, Sean Dyche's side can't really seem to do it away this season. Stoke on the other hand looked really good against Watford last week, and I think they're going to win this comfortably. I've gone for 2-0 Stoke.
Burnley played really well against City on the weekend and were very unlucky not to come away with anything. If they share this mentality with this game, they're going to make it very difficult for Stoke. That's why I've gone for a 1-1 draw.
Sunderland look like they've turned a corner, while Leicester have really struggled to break down defences recently. Anachabi and Defoe could also cause some problems on the break, so I've gone for a 1-1 draw.
Sunderland look like a different team with Anachabi in the mix, and will be confident about getting something from this game. Leicester have been dilly-ding disappointing so far in the league and may struggle here. I've also gone for a draw, 2-2.
Swansea's win over Crystal Palace last weekend did nothing to mask their woeful lack of organisation at the back. Spurs, meanwhile, looked back to their best at times against Chelsea and are focused again after the disappointment of the Champions League. I've gone for 4-1 Spurs.
Spurs have shown a lot of quality despite their inconsistencies and should easily beat a poor Swansea side. Bob Bradley did get his first win at the weekend, but he still has a lot of things to do if he wants to turn things around. So I've gone for a 2-0 Spurs win.
I don't see too much excitement in this game. Both sides will be eager to keep it tight as they look to stay mid-table, but a slightly better defence and home advantage may edge it for the Baggies. I've gone for 1-0 West Brom.
These teams have had very similar seasons so far, but every now and again West Brom have a brilliant performance, putting 4 past Burnley and West Ham. I think Pulis will definitely come up Donald here. I'm looking for a 2-0 West Brom win.
Arsenal have been getting the results recently, but they haven't looked quite as sharp as they did earlier in the season. I think Slaven Bilic's side are going to give them a scare, but things seem to be going Arsene Wenger's way right now. I expect a glorious tense finish for the Gunners, 3-2 to Arsenal.
Arsenal have been getting the job done recently, and will have to do the same to keep up with the title race. Things have picked up for West Ham, but I don't think they can do one on the Gunners here. That's why I've gone for a 2-1 victory for Arsenal.
Liverpool have now kept back-to-back clean sheets for the first time since March, and despite losing Coutinho to injury last weekend, may have Lallana back for this game. I can't see Bournemouth frustrating Klopp in the same way Sunderland did, and their attacking style may work in Liverpool's favour. I've gone for 4-1 Liverpool.
Bournemouth have been playing really well recently, but I can't see him stopping the unstoppable Liverpool. I can see a lot of goals in this high-energy, high-octane clash. That's why I've gone for a 3-2 Liverpool win.
This is a massive game for both sides. Koeman and Mourinho are losing ground on the top 5 and will be desperate for the 3 points here. While Lukaku will be a handful, I think United boast a few more options going forward, and I think that will edge it. An end-to-end clash ending 2-1 to United.
With United playing Wednesday, I can see Everton just taking this one. Although fresh legs aren't everything, midweek games have had a serious effect on Mourinho's side in the league, and I think Everton will pounce on this. So I've gone for a 3-2 Everton win.
Middlesbrough have really grown into the season and are looking quality at the moment. They've had some tough games against the bigger sides recently, and I think they're ready for a reward. I've gone for a comfortable 2-0 victory for Borough.
I can see this being tight, as both teams have made improvements this season, but are still in and around the relegation death zone. Neither team are going to want to lose this, so I'm going for a 1-1 draw. And that is all our predictions for this week. As you can see, we have a lovely table here for you with a very narrow scoreline, may I say?
Yes, I must admit I'm getting rather scared by your progress, Waino. It's only about, what, 2 or 3 points in it now, so stay on the edge of your seats because this could be a nail biter. So basically, me and James have both got a question. He thinks it's pronounced Anichebe. I think it's pronounced Anichebe. What do you think? Because we are dumbfounded. If you think it's Anichebe, give us a like. If you think it's Anichebe, give us a comment in the section below and tell us why you think it's pronounced Anichebe, because I don't know. But yeah, well, it is. But yeah, please, anyway, give us a like on Facebook, give us a follow on Twitter, read the blog, and where we have a new article by one of our guest writers, don't we?
Growing Up with Stephen Gerrard, a lovely piece by Ahad Noor about being a lifelong Liverpool fan and seeing one of his heroes, Stephen Gerrard, retire and what kind of his career meant to him. So yeah, it's very nice. Give it a read.
It's an emotional one. But yeah, catch us again next week for more predictions, more analysis, and more general football pie fun. Have a good one.